Hello everybody, and welcome to another pick of the day, number 15. So I went on a little break because my job was getting a little bit busier and a little more hectic because it was the end of, well, not really the end, but we were in the winter break. So we were going through that. So we're on to number 15. I know as the end of, or at the time of this recording, we have met the season finale. And at the time of this recording, the new season is almost starting. So I have a lot to catch up on. So I better stop waiting and start going. So our first one has Argos. Remember, we're still doing the interview arc. And so he's at the head of it. This wasn't a big surprise. Everyone pretty much knew it was going to be Argos, because he's one of the few NPCs that has a TV show. I don't think any of the others do. I might be thinking of the RP. I am. So it wasn't uncommon that he was going to have it. Everyone knew this. The next one is him just a couple milliseconds, literally, I guess it would be seconds, not milliseconds, idiot. So seconds later, we see Argos upset because the microphone is in the picture. This shows that whoever is holding it are amateurs. They're novice. They don't know what they're doing. And this was kind of understood with even the first pick of the arc, which was just the black screen. We already knew they're kind of not really camera crew. They were just picked up on the street, probably. I didn't really have a suggestion for who it was going to be. I just threw out two random characters because I just figured it's Legacy, so there's going to be new interactions. But my guess was wrong, both of them, because we see a moment later that the microphone guy is the high five ghost, and I'm pretty sure that's what they call him. I've never seen regular show, so I don't know his actual name, and I'm just remembering it for what people said. So he's the one with his hand holding the microphone, and they're having arguments because it's the microphone is heavy, and it would be because you're considering that it's not only just heavy, but it's unbalanced because the weight is on the end of it, the end that's not closest to him. The captions show that there's some banter. It's kind of annoying. But the next picture is the second cameraman, or the second crew member, and it's the cameraman, Muscle Man. And he's ugly. I'm so sorry. He's so ugly. And this is a credit to the developers, because he's ugly in the show, and they just magnified it for this. But I was horrified when I saw this guy. Okay, horrified, because this is creepy. But it makes me want to see what their whole interaction is. I want to see how Argos got them, like how he hired them, and I'm guessing the only reason why he kept them is because no one else wants to work for him or with him. So he's only taking what he can get. And our fifth one, I'm running through these pretty quickly because this is more just the introduction. It's the arc getting you to know who's behind it and going from there. The next one is not in the camera, or I guess it sort of, because it's like a behind-the-scenes camera. But it's Argos with his crew at a campfire at their campsite in the woods, and I'm telling you, it looks so cool. The lighting is incredible in this, and I hope the Wilds has more campsites, because there weren't too many. There were a few right around Camp Kidney, but I just feel that there should be more campsites, not just by the camps, but around it. and out and just further in. So those were it. We ran through them pretty quick. I'll get more in depth with them later because Argos, this whole interview arc is on the hunt for the aquatic beast that's roaming around Townsville area, and we all knew who that is. It's going to be the blowfish. But this is just, they're now going to characters and trying to get eyewitnesses and leads to where they think this monster is. And that's actually a really interesting storyline. I understand that this is used for the Pics of the Day to introduce more characters, but I kind of hope that this is an actual storyline in the game, because then this will run parallel to the Townsville arc. I'm sorry, the Townsville Zoo arc. And then I wonder if you could have like them pitting against each other. So something similar between Nowhere, or what's happening in Nowhere with Providence and the SSGA. This is just food for thought. I think it'd be really cool if you were able to have two similar storylines going on at the same time and they conflict. It kind of reminds me of DCUO, where you have the hero and the villain, but that was more the villains caused a problem and the heroes had to go fix it. So that was theirs. So there's a lot more to this arc. It expanded 2 months because it was in November and then it ended about mid-December, I think. I'll have to look at the actual dates. But I'm really excited for this arc. Aside from it being the biggest, it introduces the most characters. And you guys are going to have fun. I know you've probably already are because you've already seen it on the forums. But it'll be a lot of fun to look at them and see what even more characters they'll do. So that's going to be it for me. I'm going to catch you guys all on the forums. And have a Happy New Year.